Company that has 5.5 million members worldwide. With its constant annual growth, in 2019, Atomy received the $100 million export tower. There are also more than 2,000 seminars held worldwide annually. In these, communication platforms are actively performing to find possibility of Atomy's member success. Atomy continues to prepare for its launch overseas to countries like China, India, the UK, Germany, Brazil, and Colombia. By sourcing products globally according to Atomy's absolute quality, absolute price strategy, and by distributing them through Atomy's global network, Atomy is implementing its GSGS, Global Sourcing, Global Sales strategy. Atomy Park, located in Gongju City, Chungnam Province, is designed according to Atomy's unique work culture to form a team flexibly according to characteristics of each project. It is also designed to balancing the work and personal life to maximize the creativity of employees and to help the success of the members with various seminars and workshops. Atomy Park will become a home for all Atomians throughout the world. Atomy's success system that the company directly hosts the seminars and allows anyone to succeed regardless of one's personal abilities is the engine for its growth. Atomy keeps supporting partner companies to just focus on the quality of the products by paying in cash within 1 week of delivery and providing a mutual quality control system. All of such supports foster a healthy cycle of a Charity is must-do mission for every company. In order to improve the quality of life of the society members, Atomy as a company practices sharing along with its employees, partners, and members. Wherever needs help, Atomy global branches become one to conduct the charity and sharing to pursuit of everyone's happiness. A company that adheres to its principles to create a new culture of distribution. A company that is trusted by the world as it expands globally. A company that dreams of the customer success beyond customer satisfaction. A company that cherishes the spirit. We are proud Atomy.
Yay! We are proud to be Atomy. Okay, thank everyone for coming to today's session. Now we are welcoming our sponsor, Mr. Master Cha Kyung-ja. Today's seventh session.
Motto.
Very important. So pay really attention, and as you listen, like show your motion like this. Okay, so that we are more engaged into the today's session. Welcome Cha Kyung-ja, and also today Sharon's master Han Soo-min will do interpretation. So they say thank you to Sharon's master Han Soo-min. 네, 본부장님 나와주세요. 아, 또 안 했네 이거.
오늘 해야지.
I'm sorry. I also forgot. Today I forgot to company motto. I was so excited. I'm sorry. Okay, let's do Atomy motto after 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Cherish
the spirit.
Create
the vision.
Follow the faith.
Serve in humility.
가자.
Come on, let's do it.
Yeah. So now it's time to come for today's session. 네, 본부장님 나와주세요.
안녕하세요, 여러분. 반갑습니다. Good evening. 잘 지내셨죠?
Good evening.
Hello everyone, good evening.
이 배직을 시작한 지
So I am in the English channel. If you cannot hear clearly, please leave the message in the chat room. So now is the seventh course of the basic training, and we have went through the some of the courses already the sixth time in basic training. Now we are going to the seventh. After we finish the eighth session, we will be having the ninth session, which is the celebration of finishing the course. And then, just like how when we graduate from the university or at high school, we have a big party together, right? So we are gonna have that big session on the ninth session. Okay, so in Atomy, we are succeeding in this Atomy business together, right? So everybody, can you watch? Can you see the PPT screen right now? Yeah, okay, very nice. I'm trying to find my earphone. Okay. Okay, so the basic training course originally was to be uh made to be like offline course. So to learn with sponsor and partners or together. But of course, even though things have gone so much online now, it does not mean we cannot learn this course and practice it in real life. So I am Star Master Cha Youngja to share to you about the basic training course today. Yay! Okay, that was a bit rushing. Now, in the era of COVID-19, um, I am very proud to share to you once again about the basic training course that will make you into self leaders and will be able to make you successful. Are you very certain that you can become successful in anatomy? If you are, you can just make a circle like this. Okay, now that's already passed. Among all the big population, I see some of you making a circle. Very nice. Okay, you have been chosen. You have been chosen among so many population in India and in many different parts of the world to join in this course called Self System and join into Atomy. So, what is this self system? What's so meaningful about it? Once a week, we are learning for 8 weeks, every session around 1 hour to around 2 hours to learn the basics, as the name says, the basics of atomy business. And it doesn't only stay in our mind and our head, but this course is more towards action, carrying the actions, the basics that we learned and taking them out into action and working in the field and making it into a reality, making our dreams into reality. And through this program, we hope that you can become the person who achieve your dream and not only by yourself but together. And in this program, when once you take into action one step at a time, one step and another step, and you will realize at one point you raise your head up and you have reached the top. So in order for us to do that, for our success, for all of our success. Let us again start off today's session by reciting the blessings, the words of blessings together, okay? So, when the count of 1 to 3, unmute yourself and shout it out loud. Okay, are you ready? 1, 2, 3. I bless you. I
I bless.
love
I
you.
love
Love you.
you.
And I thank
Thank
you
Thank
very
you.
much.
you.
Thank you
Yay,
very
love you
much.
guys. Yeah, awesome. I love you all.
Yeah.
Okay. And I hope that all of you guys can become successful. All the people whose names are written in this chat, we hope to become successful together. Okay. And this is all the team. So never forget, don't only act it out and do your assignments by yourself, but encourage each other in your team. So win the other team over. Okay. So in the Indian team, um, there are sales master, the sales masters under Misuk. Some master Ja have went through some of actually a short Zoom training with these Indian leaders under Misuk, the masters. And what they talked about was if you become a perfect duplicate of your sponsor who have succeeded, then your if you're a perfect duplicate, then your partners will also duplicate you, and then there is your success. If you do not duplicate your sponsor and don't become a self leader, but go around only selling, making the sales, you will never be able to become big leader or a successful leader. You will just be, you know, selling all the time. Master Cha, although she do not even sell one foam cleanser, every day around 20,000 to 40,000 USD worth of products are being sold in her downline. So that's the success you're talking about. You sit in your house and the system is working. So for that kind of success, so what should we do? We are going through this programs as you can see in the chart over here. Yay! So we are going through one step at a time, 10 actions for Academy success. We have decided, okay, what should we do first? And then we have learned about the 20 basic principles for success. Oops, okay, what was that? Okay, and then we have set our dreams and our goals, and we have learned how important is to make a determination and why communication in a team is so important, and to write down that 8 core every day, making a success habit. And we have also told you to write down your my story. I see some of you have written your my story and updated in the group chat today. And we have also talked about analyzing your own market, which is the list up. And then we've also talked about follow up. That follow up is not only about following up with your consumers, your members, your business partners, but also about following up on yourself, becoming a leader yourself. Follow up on yourself, whether you are doing properly before you follow up on your partner. Because many times we are not doing it and we tell the partner to do it and they don't do it because we're not doing it right. So we also talked about what if I don't have a list? Then we talked about going cold call, so called pioneering the market. And then we also talked about what to do if we meet new people, top people on the list, and what. And we talked about how to contact them correctly. And we talked about how to invite them correctly. How to show the plan. STP, otherwise in English terms, we more likely call BOP sessions, business opportunity personnel. So, why Star Master Shah always repeat these things? Is because this is the 8 steps of success, and these are the steps that you have to guide your partner once they ask you, what should I do when I start out my business? And what you should be doing every day to become successful. So, we are going through it again. Okay. Have you guys printed this thing out and posted everywhere around the house and are reading this 20 guidelines, 20 strategies for success? We mention this every time, but even though we talk about it all the time, I also notice there are people who don't do it. And then Master Cha mentioned use the products. Master Cha invited her friends over to the house today, and some of the friends came over to the house and they were so surprised their mouths were just dropping out of their jaws. And why was that? It's because they're like, here is Atomy product, there is Atomy product. Atomy product was just so everywhere. They were so surprised. So use the product. You must become Atomy product lover first before you do anything else. That's number one thing. And second, attend educations and attend meetings like this to learn. And set clear and detailed objectives. If you do not draw the map, if you don't have the map, you don't know where you're heading towards you. So you don't know where you're navigating into and you get lost in the way and waste a lot of time. And then number four, sponsor those better than you. Find people better than you. Recruit those better than you. Don't look for people like you because all of us are wonderful human beings, but if we look only for ourselves, our success will be slower. So we always have to look for people that is better than us, smarter than us, and better at talking than us, better than selling than us, who has more a better list than us. But why we don't do it is because many of those people that we meet who is so-called better than us in talent wise or situation wise, we tend to feel a bit compared, and we feel like our ego is threatened once we meet these people and try to serve them in humility. So many leaders don't do it. But most important, sponsor those better than you, not lower than you, to get faster success. Serve them with humility. Number five, do not STP over the phone. Many of you already experienced it. If you try to talk about adding for the first time over the phone, you will fail, most likely 90 over percent. So don't do it. Just don't do it, okay? Do not share the business in group gatherings. Many, one of the very often mistakes that the beginners make is make your friends sit down 10, 20 people and recruit them, try to recruit them all at once because you feel, wow, isn't it better to recruit them all at once rather than talking to them one to one to one to one? I'm wasting my time and I'm wasting my money. But don't do that because very likely you will fail. Star Master Chai can also, because of her experience, can recruit 100 people at the same time, but she would rather not because the effectiveness is lower. So number six, do not share in groups. We have a saying in Korea: if you try to put the eggs in the same basket, it will all break the eggs. Number seven, dress up. Become a business man and business woman. Don't be a neighborhood auntie. Okay. Number eight, invite the member to the meeting with their consent. Very obvious thing, right? And number nine, share the business after you understand the business. So these two things, let's say for example, um, you don't need to make them come and force them to come. Saying there's this network business called Adam, you just must come and listen and make them forcefully sit down. Whatever we talk to them, they will not really listen to it because they were forced to come. Of course, there were rare cases that they listen, but it's more likely that they will not come. So before you invite someone to come to the center or invite them to meet to the sponsor, give them a sense of like understanding about why they need to come and what you guys are going to do. We are going to do a skincare demo on you. We are going to do a skincare massage on you. We're going to introduce you a Korean company, blah, 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 like that. And then you only do this after you know what you're talking about. And number 10, show the plan only when you're prepared. This number 9 and number 10 is basically the same thing, similar thing. And then number 11, cooperate with the family line. It is important. You cannot do this business by yourself unless you are a superman or superwoman. You can do everything by yourself. But many cases we cannot, right? So we need to share first. Don't expect the cross line or the family line to provide for you first. You be the one who provide. Then they will come back to you. They'll be touched by your sharings, your help. And they will open their heart to you and they will help you all the time. So this kind of trust and connection is very crucial in becoming successful in anatomy, as especially as your group gets bigger, okay? And keep the business manners. Don't become too comfortable with your sponsors or your partners. Even though you feel so close to them, you must keep your manners. Manners make it the man, right? The gentleman, as the movie says from Kingsman. So follow the system. The company's seminars, like 1 day seminars, the success academies, this is also a system. But this is not the only system there that exists. You must also come into Zooms with your sponsor, have counseling sessions. This is also a system. Your consumer meetings up with the Zoom in the Zoom, like a consumer day or product day that you do over Zoom. That's also a system. Follow the system, meaning you shouldn't miss out the system. Always be participating. Be a good role model in your team that you're always there in the system. And do not ask Academy to the people around you. Okay. We mentioned this many times, right? Don't ask the people who didn't become successful. Are you gonna ask your neighbor about platform business and about how to do drop shipping when you have never became successful in drop shipping? No, right? You're gonna ask the people who succeeded in drop shipping if you want to do that business. If you want to do a cafe, you will ask people who already run a cafe and are doing quite good instead of the people who become bankrupt by running a cafe. And that's the same thing. Don't ask Atomy about to the people that have never done it before and who have not became successful in Atomy. Follow the people's advices that have achieved success in Atomy. And then remember that this is your business, this is my business, everybody's business. It's like mine, nobody else's. You are the business owner, you are the CEO, nobody else is the CEO. It's your thing. Um, so you need to move forward. Be proactive, okay? And then 16th, have the faith you can do it. One of the key factors that determines a success is the certainty. What kind of certainty? Your certainty that you feel that, well, I can become successful in Atomy. I have the certainty that I have faith. I have trust that this is gonna work. That faith will bring you to the top. And act with passion. If you don't have passion, you cannot become successful because your energy will drop. And in the end, once you confront adversity, some trial and error, then you will just drop it. Then you will just say, yeah, it's so like headache, I cannot do. So act with passion. If you don't have passion, make passion. You can make passion actually. You're just making it. How to make passion? Ask your sponsor. Okay, enjoy the rejection. Rejection is the most basic thing in Atomy. You cannot become successful without receiving so much rejection from everybody around you. And once you start getting rejections, you get to learn to give up on some things. Give up in the sense of payoff. In economics, we have the basic law of payoff. If you want something, you need to give up on something. And that is what we mean. So you need to give up your favorite time watching K-drama or your favorite time having some naps. That's what I give up on. And this is some of the things that you need to give up on. You get to enjoy the rejection and give up on things that you need to give up. Pay off. And lastly, share the cost fair and square. Don't only ask your sponsor to provide all for you. And it is good to make a culture in your group to share fair and square so that once you become the top leader, you will not only be the one providing for your team. Otherwise, you provide more than what you can earn, and you cannot continue in this atom business. And that's the same for your downline. So let us follow these 20 strategies and become successful in Atomy to earn this pipeline income. What is this pipeline income? You can now see the Imperial Masters, Crown Masters, and Royal Masters in Atomy, where their houses change, their cars change. And not only their houses and their cars change, their children's cars and their children's houses change, their mothers and fathers' houses change. It's their family history just become 180 degrees transformed in Atomy, and that is what we mean by pipeline income in Atomy. And this is not nobody else's, this is your income. So dream the success always. If your energy have become so low after this last 1 week of so many rejections and being shot by your friends rejections, you're being stabbed with words from your friends and your neighbors and your family, okay, recharge your passion and your energy. Dream again. Why are you doing it? Even though they shoot at you, say negative words, bring you down, just smile. Just smile at them. Don't be angry at them. They cannot just see it yet. They're poor people. Oh, pity them. Pity those who cannot see it yet. You are the wise ones who have seen it. So pity those who rejected you and shot and stabbed you last week. And dream and picture again your awesome dreams. You're visioning your future again this week, today. So even though you feel maybe down today, like giving up maybe last week, because maybe your family close members rejected you, it can happen. You might feel like giving up because you're just normal human beings. It's normal to feel so down and feel like giving up sometimes. But just bring that fire up again this week and continue forward. Move forward. Have the passion coming up and dream again. Because why? We know why we choose this admin business. Because in this 21st century, we are not only competing with other human beings, but we are competing with machines, with technology, with AI. And we know that our place is getting smaller and smaller, and we're preparing our future for it. So let's just move forward. And once we dream and move with this tool called Atomy with trust and certainty, we know that once we duplicate this from our sponsors, this duplication will move forward and will make us successful. Okay. So, Atomy business basically the basic training course, the fundamentals lies in the 8 steps of success. Who is getting so much alarms? Okay, 8 step of success. You know the 8 step of success, right? So based on this 8 step of success, it's more detailed and basic how to make you successful. We can talk about like techniques and more of um technical terms or the ways to do it. But the basic training we focus on to train so that people can become more used to this program and used to these ways of doing admin business so that they can duplicate better, even though those people who is 60s or 70s or 80s, like you can see the successful leaders in anatomy now who have become royal leaders clubs and crown leaders clubs earning 20,000 USD a month, 40,000 USD a month, and they are 70 years old and they're 80 years old plus. And those people who have achieved their dreams in anatomy, how did they do it? It is all based on a step of success. So, this outing business basically is all about it. If I say it, it's about duplication, it's about education, it's not about selling, right? So duplicating. So let us follow this a step of success in this basic course together. So some masters are asking you again, okay, have you written down your dreams and your goal? And have you written down your list up as we told you to? Have you invited your member as your target? And have you provided enough follow up to your member? And have you provided good and sufficient STP VOP to your member? If it's not working out like as you planned, and although you're working hard, then are you contacting your sponsor and counseling with your sponsor, communicating with your sponsor what is wrong about your business, the direction setting? So this is about the 8 steps of success. Atomy business basically many people are good at up until step 6, but what many people miss in the middle is step 7 and step 8, which is correcting your business. You're working hard, you try to do and act it out what you learned, but you don't review it with your sponsor. Review it and recorrect it. Recorrect the direction, correct the direction again and again, and then you are going to correct path through counseling with the sponsor. And since this is a business where we are doing it together, not by yourself, you can become successful if we just follow these steps. Okay, so we must check what you see in the PPT slide right now. In Atomy, we must check ourselves first. Are you using Atomy products first? You need to become Atomy product lover, a product mania first. So we are going to talk about counseling today. And then Stammaster Cha, imagine you are counseling with Stammaster Cha. She's asking you, are you Atomy product mania yourself? Okay, ask yourself. What are the products are you using? How many products have you used? How much do you know about it? What kind of testimonies you have about the products that you're using? Don't wait until the consumers come to you, but you use it first and you think about the products that you have used. You and then you think and go and find the people to talk to. Say for example, if you have used the hair tonic and it was so good and you go so crazy about hair tonic, you have big trust in this. Don't only wait until people come up to you and ask you about the hair tonic, but go around, think about your list of the people that you think that the hair tonic will help, that you believe that this will really help you. People A, people B, person C. You go around, go introduce the hair tonic. And if you do this, Alchemy product will never let you down. So you become a product mania first. Otherwise, this strategy will not work. You need to become a product mania first, and you need to find, discover your consumers. Many new business leaders who is very new come out and become excited. They try to learn about Academy. They come to seminars. They meet people here and there, try to talk about Academy. But in couple of months to follow, their energy level drops. Why? Very simple. They get to find out that they get rejected, and that they're not like me. The people that I introduced you to is not exactly like me. When I learned about Alchemy, I become so excited. I become so interested in the business also. I become a product lover right away. But then the people that I introduced Alchemy to is not them like me. They're like, okay, Alchemy is good, and that's it. They're not excited at all. So your energy level starts to drop. So this is where you get to get trained. You need to continue discover people. It's like, as we mentioned, it's a numbers game. We like to use the word, not the word but we like to use the word even though. Don't say but is a bad word. Don't say, oh, I talk when you're counseling with your sponsor. Oh, I talked to my friend, but he said like this. That's a bad leader. Okay, so you talk like this. Okay, I talked to my friend like this. Even though he said like this, I plan to do like this. Ah, that's a good leader. Okay, so discover people. Not everybody will be the same like you. We just need to discover the correct people who can become auto consumers like us, gold consumers like us, and who can have the buying power like us, who will continue to purchase and introduce people like us. Okay, it is just a numbers game. It's a flipping the deck of cards until you have the ace card coming out, until you have a joker coming out from the deck of cards that you have. Okay, and then if you want to become the top leader in Academy, you shouldn't go around only talking to people. You need to ask yourself first, am I the correct leader first? Okay, think about CEO of Samsung. You talk about um CEO of Tesla. You also think about the big leader in these corporates, and also you think about like imperial masters. Even though they're old and they might not have talents, leader do not equal talents or the ability. Leader equals attitude. The attitude. What are the attitude of these top leaders? You imagine, when will CEO of Samsung wake up in the morning? They wake up at 4 a.m. in the morning. They meditate about how they could lead the company. Same thing with the big leaders. They don't think this is other person's business. They think it's their own business. What does this mean? They think about how to operate their business. This is also up to you. You need to understand this. Not only, yeah, I get it, and then the idea is just inside your head, but understand, know it inside the heart, so that what you know come out into action. So this kind of the list that Scrum Master Child has in the PPT slide. Number one, general commission. Two, group purchase. Up until lineage. This is what you should be able to do before you tell your partner or consumer to do. Okay, are you capable of doing all these things? Can you do all this, and are you doing it every day? If you cannot do it, you don't have the success drive, the the energy to move forward up until success. This is fundamental, the most basics. If you do not have this motor driving inside you, you will not be able to go up until the top. If you do not have the motor running, you will not be able to do the demo. You will not be able to do a BOP session. You will not be ready enough. Okay, there is a new PPT slide here. And she wanted to bring out this picture because she wanted to emphasize demo is most important. That's like Master Chow say in a capital letter just now. So many leaders fail to do this. But Master Cha demo from the moment that she started Atomy business and even until now. So when Master Cha brought her daughter out, which is me, Shadow Master Sumin came out for Atomy business, the number one thing that she taught Sumin was do demo. Always demo. And when Master Cha came out to do Atomy business and opened up her first center, she put 5 desks. She put mirror in on top of the desk, and she put evening care and six system on top of the desk. And what she did was demo from the beginning, so that the people who confront Atomy, they don't know Atomy, right? What's the first impression do you want to give them? Atomy is a network company from Korea? Hell no. So, what's the first impression we want to give them? Is this demo. Try, see, smell. Just feel it, taste it, and wow, so tasty. Wow, this is so smooth. Wow, the scent is so fresh. This is the positiveness, and do it for free. And we are doing it for free. Who hates free demos? Who hates free skincare routine? And the other person is doing on you. Even she is super negative about network business, just don't tell her it's network business. Just go and do demo. Then she will just become a member and use the products. That is for sure. So do the demos. If you are a guy and you cannot do, go together with the people who can do for you. You just be the talker and find a lady who can just do it for you. Okay? Bring your wife along or bring your daughter along to do just provide the fingers. Okay? And this is the picture as Sumin 4 years ago. So this is I think it's like not 4 years ago. I think around three years ago. Okay, so this is me. When the taken the picture taken by the HQ last time when I did my business in Malaysia. And when I started Adami business for the first time in Malaysia, I brought this red bag along. I think some of my Malaysian partners will recognize this. And I brought that white carrier along. Now it's broken after 5 years of bringing it around for so long time. And these two bags made me successful. So my first demo was actually on a bald guy called Mr. Patrick, and he had no hair at all. And then I did a pit of mask and I did a demo on him, and he had a beard also. Imagine, guys. So that is how my business became successful. You can check out my demo bag inside. And this is what I brought around. I usually brought around evening care and Fime series and some body care products like Sarah Bebe series for the babies and my body lotion. Body lotion is so good to bring around. Everybody loves the body lotion. And then I brought around the Absolute also Fame Absolute Evening Care and a couple of these body care products. And also I brought around makeup products. Makeup products, as you can see over there, cushion foundation and mineral packed. And some demo kits for the omega 3s, the toothbrush, and the sanitary pads, the detergents. So this is the basics. And what we also bring around, I missed out in the picture, is also deco. Deco items. I brought around fake flowers and fake leaves along so that once I go to the house, on the desk I would have white cloth covering the desk, and then I would display per sets like this, and then I would put flowers, as you can see on the display just now. You can see the leaves, the flowers here and there. So this is what I would bring along, and I would also bring along like paper bags, because like Herb Day here, vitamin C. This you can also all bring around because it's paper, so you can just make it flat, bring it around, and once on the spot, you just make it like a package, and then you just display again. So this is how I did it, and I brought these demo kits around to China, Malaysia, to Indonesia, to Australia, wherever I go. I would always have these things along with me in my demo bag and in my carrier. So I would not have my clothes in my carrier. I would have adding products all the time in the carrier. So there are there are people who just bring around one peeling gel. Yeah, that's good. You're doing good. But rather than bringing one peeling gel and one hand cream along, if you imagine bring all this thing along, display, and do full demo on the consumer, how many products will she buy? How many products will she be satisfied in? If you introduce only peeling gel, she only know about the peeling gel. But if you do all, she will like everything. And then once she use up everything in the house, she will start changing everything to Atomid. So this is the secret to success. Demo, 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 demo. Demo is the secret to success. And are you just doing it by yourself, or are you doing it together with your partner? If your partner will not be able to maybe have prepare all this demo kit along. So if your partner cannot do it, make one demo kit in the team. In the team, you make one demo kit and go around together doing demo like this, as you can see in the picture. This is us. You can see Leslie Diamond Master here and Simon somewhere over there. And then some of the leaders here, we are from Malaysia leaders, and me, we brought around together and doing demo in Indonesia like this. And this is how we can do success, become successful in Atomy. Okay, now you might say, what did you, I like in Malaysia it's a lockdown, I cannot even go outside my house, how did you demo? Don't worry, now it's COVID era, we do everything online. So you do demo online. You invite your consumer, your friend along, and then you do on your face, you show them. So you make them purchase evening care, and then you're doing it together. Oh, you bought evening care, right? Let's do demo together via Zoom. Do together. Don't only sell. Do together. The satisfaction level of the consumer will just rocket high and go through the roof. Ow, I just see myself. Okay, so endlessly do demo, 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 demo. Now you can see here. You can see Simon, sales master over there. He's a guy, and I guarantee he is so good at doing demo. And you can see in the picture, he's a guy, but doing a demo, doing the massage, the facial massage. So don't make the excuses. I'm a guy, I cannot do it. Okay, you can see a guy, Leslie here, and Simon here is a guy, and they're doing it. And this is why they have became successful. Okay, they are becoming successful. Okay, and don't try to do all a lot of people at one time. There's some of the pictures here have a lot of people in the demo is because we didn't have a choice at the time. But try to do it a more short group, smaller group basis, like you can see in the picture here, rather than like big groups. And then some masters are mentioning again, even though you're a guy, don't make excuses. Now you look at Sumin. Sumin's downline somehow happened to be all the downline direct partners became male. Like they're like male partners, no female partners. Oh, so in the beginning, only Sumin could do demos, but We had some difficulties also in the beginning, but after Leslie and Simon, these male partners, Mr. Teo, they started to do they duplicate and do Zoom, no, not do Zoom, but do demos. And then after they learn to do, the group's growth become more explosive because they're doing it, I'm doing it, so the speed and the growth becomes so explosive. And men teaching men and men teaching men, and this duplicated and starts to go down, and then finally some female partners came along in the end, so now we have female downline, don't worry. But anyhow, until female downlines come along to do the demos together, if you're a guy and if there are only guys in the team, you have to be the one who do it, has to do it. Okay, so you can see this is the Indonesian team. Some of the ladies in Indonesia didn't want to do demo in the beginning because of the religious reasons, because they need to wear hijab, like here they need to hide, so they didn't want to touch the face because they need to remove a bit and the hair needs to show a little bit. In the beginning they didn't want to do it, but because so many people say it's so good, they were satisfied after hearing all the testimonies and seeing our passion and our effort. People opened up their hearts and they started to just do it. They didn't just care in the later part. Even though there were men in the room, they just like did it together with us. So it's all about the heart, the mind. Okay? So if we want to do it, the ways will open up. And you can see this red demo bag, original Sumin. This red demo bag, spread from Korea, and then the Indonesian leaders bought 60 demo bags and brought to Indonesia. So some of you say, "Oh, you can only do it. Like it's only possible because it's Sumin. It's because it's Master Cha. I cannot do it." Don't say like that. Okay? People look at you. People are looking at you, nobody else's. People look at you. If your skin change, people will follow you and buy the same product to you what you are using. If you become healthier by using Atomy health supplements, they will buy what you are buying. They don't trust other things. They look at you. You are a mirror. Okay? So, if you want good leaders to come out under you, you need to become a good leader first and become a good consumers first. So, this is also leading on to counseling, okay? So now, if you're a leader who've been into Atomy for some time and then you learned about a step of success and you think that you're doing good, but you cannot achieve success somehow, then ask yourself again, then are you counseling with your sponsor? Not like, oh, how come my business is not like really working out? What should I do? Wow, what a bad example of counseling. If you're going to counseling with your sponsor, you need to go from step to step. Prepare what you want to talk about to your sponsor. Step one, am I writing my life scenario every month? Do I have a clear vision of what I want in Atomy? Number two, am I making a payoff in Atomy? Number three, did I make a list in Atomy and what is my list? Bring the list to your sponsor. From step one to step six, prepare your counseling contents to your sponsor so that from step one to step six, sponsor can go through in detail together. And then once you are coming to counseling with your sponsor, leave your ego in your house. Okay? Leave it in the toilet and come out without the ego and come out of the toilet and then come to the meeting with the sponsor. Many times also happens that even though the sponsor gives the correct guideline to the partner, they don't want to accept it because many times of ego issues. They don't want to admit it. And because they don't want to admit it, they don't change. Because they don't change, their group do not grow. Their groups do not grow, so they cannot become successful in Atomy. Other people who started together are growing big in Atomy and they are not growing. And they know something's wrong, but they just don't want to admit it. So leave your ego alone and come and go. and don't have grimace towards your partner, and don't complain, and don't listen to other people, and don't be emotional. And sometimes happens like this also. Sometimes the partners think like this. Ah, I've been working so hard in anime for 1 year, but my sponsor who joined together with me is above me, and he is getting twice the income that I am having. I don't want to talk to him. And because it becomes so emotional, they don't talk about it. They don't have the communication in the team, no cooperation in the team, and they're killing their own business. So don't become emotional. Just think. It's same as Star Master Cha. Star Master Cha came out for the business together with Royal Master Kim, together with Pokemon Crown Master, and now their income is 2 times, 4 times higher than Star Master Cha. Is Star Master Cha grimacing over the fact that they're earning so much more than me from the beginning? No. From the moment Star Master Cha was a sales master, they always had double. Did she care? Yeah, she did, but she didn't care about it enough so that it will affect her business. She thought about it, but she just dropped it out. Okay, I don't care. Because what is important is below me, not above me. Whatever is above you will not make you money. What will make you money is below you. And once you want to work below you need to cooperate with your sponsor, whether you like her or him or not. So just forget emotional fights with your sponsor and move together with the sponsor and counsel with an open heart. And once you're counseling with your sponsor, another fact that we must know is do not counsel with your cross line. Do not counsel with your family line because they can become very irresponsible. You can chit chat with your cross line and your family line. That is super okay. You can talk about, I went to call today and I get so much rejection and I'm so sad and upset. You can talk about this kind of chit chat. Super okay with your cross line. Encourage each other. But don't tell them about like my lineage, blah blah blah. My partner said this. What should I do? Don't ask your cross line. They're not gonna help you. They're not your partner. They're not your sponsor. Their business is not linked directly with you. So they will not be responsible for whatever they say to you, and they don't know about your downline in detail. I mean, in detail. They don't see your lineage, log into your ID and see your lineage and see your PV every time. Who does that? Your sponsor do that. Your sponsor are the ones who log into your ID, check your general commission every day, group purchase every day, check your lineage every day. So who should we be talking to? Yeah, your sponsor, not your cross line. So this is what you must be careful in. And then you must also always double check, review your business every month, every week, and every year. Not by words, but analyze it. Analyze what was my target, what was my achievements, what was my target daily, weekly, and my target monthly, and how is my achievements and why I couldn't fulfill it. You talk to your sponsor about it and think about ways how to fulfill this. Are you coming to the center every day? Are you attending Zoom every day to the Zoom system? Are you checking your GC every day? And are you sharing the atom information in the correct way? Are you finding new members every day? Etc. Are you meeting your sponsor like a magnet? Are you working at least 8 hours a day, certain hours a day, every day? Are you following up with your members correctly? How are you doing it? Are you communicating with your sponsor? Stam Master Cha always say, remember that you and your partner is like a blood vein linked in the body together. If your blood vein is even clogged a little bit, you will die. You will have a stroke. Or that parts of the body will rot because the blood circulation will not flow properly. It's the same with anatomy. At least up until you achieve leader's club, and 10,000 USD a month, that is when you become an independent leader. You don't need to depend on your sponsor or counsel with your sponsor because you have the duplication. You are 100% duplicate of your sponsor by that time. But until you achieve that kind of level, you are not ready yet. So, create the vision, manage your thoughts, analyze, think, create ideas, run, and manage together with the sponsor. And you must always be thinking. Never stop thinking. The law of 10,000 hours is not about you do 10,000 hours without thinking. It's 10,000 hours by thinking. What do we mean by thinking? You're proactively analyzing how am I doing it? Did I do correctly or not? You're thinking about your business all the time, how to make it better. If you do think always about your business, you know what to talk about to your sponsor, not gibberish. You will not talk about, oh, why my sponsor A is like this, my partner B always complain to me like this. This is not a counseling. That is some issues that you need to solve personally. Once you think, you will know what to say to your sponsor. And then counseling has levels. So the level one would be counseling level number one would be getting to know each other. Okay, you and your sponsor is not really close yet. So once a while, you guys meet up for a meal and then maybe go for a coffee together. And then you are just getting to know each other, becoming close. During this period of time, you will not really talk about deep things, but this is a necessary level for the correct counseling. And then counseling step number two is you're talking about your difficulty. But when you're doing it, prepare a backup material about your issue. Let's say, for example, if you want to talk about your partner A who is causing you so much trouble, don't say, oh la la, this partner A is like this, that becomes gibberish and becomes so long and lengthy. So don't know what's the key point and miss out also in talking about what's the advice that I'm supposed to give her. Don't know. So make a meeting, like make an appointment with the sponsor with a topic. Okay, I want to talk about partner A because he is having this problem. And then once you come to the counseling session together with your sponsor, bring materials to back up and prepare your what you want to say to your sponsor in detail before you come to the meeting so that the sponsor can give back proper feedback to you. Especially give a topic to the sponsor beforehand. You go come and meet up with the sponsor so that the sponsor can also think deeply about, oh, how can I give a correct guidance. Number three is about general overall about the business, about the group's growth, that the group's growth is slow. Maybe in overall general, the partners all do not come to the meeting sessions, and etc. So once you are coming, what some research I mean by giving a proper backup detail is maybe if, for example, scoring. Do not talk that this partner never come to the meeting. You score them. Always talk in numbers so that the sponsors can understand better. Don't say, because many of some master chap's partner are also tell her, oh, my partner is such an ass, blah blah blah, and then my partner always like is like this. She talks like this. Oh my gosh, I don't like her. This is how most people give feedback. Excuse the master Chia, she goes for a drink. She's thirsty. And but do not talk like this, but talk with numbers. Oh, Master Cha, my partner A do not come to the meetings. Usually when we have 10 sessions, she misses out 7 sessions. And even the 3 sessions that she come, 2 sessions, she do not turn the videos on. So I do not know whether she's listening properly or not, like this. And then, like what you can see in Star Master Chat's video right now, she brings around all that notes. She did not bring demo bags anymore, but now she brings back this kind of notes. She had notes per groups. Korean groups, Malaysian groups, Indian groups, and whenever she has meetings with these groups, she write all the details down because she cannot remember everything. Nobody can remember everything, right? So write down everything and think. Master Cha also create the vision, thinks about, okay, how should I do it? Okay, and then what Master Cha recommend you guys to prepare materials, backup materials, and analyze and bring it to the counseling is because if you do not sorry, I'm getting tongue tied. If you do not prepare and come, very likely sponsor will be the one talking all the time during the session. But actually, when during the counseling, you should be talking a lot because you should be telling the sponsor what's the problem, not the sponsor telling you. Like if you're talking about what, like talking around 1 hour, if sponsor is talking 50 minutes and you are talking 10 minutes, it means you did not prepare enough. What is a good counseling? Sponsors giving you PV, sponsors giving you one line, like registering people. This is no good sponsorship, and this is no good counseling. Because if you want to do until the end together, work together until the end together, you need to get other sponsorship. Because even if it's a sponsor won't be able to do everything for you all the time because sponsor is a human being also. She or he is also incapable of some things. And even though she might be able to give you PV today, she might not be able to give you the PV next year. So don't depend on the people and the PV that your sponsor is giving you now. You must become a proactive leader and do 2 lines. And rather than having no sponsor at all, even though your sponsor might suck and you might not like your sponsor, it's better to have a sponsor rather than having no sponsor at all. At least you have someone to talk about your issue. And the sponsor and the partner has to match one step at a time to each other. And don't put an umbrella over your group. This is a term we use in Korea. You try to cover your group from your sponsor, so your sponsor cannot come in, block my sponsor out. I hate my sponsor. This happens sometimes, but don't do it. This will become a toxic for your group, like not help your group. So, what is the role of a good sponsor and a good partner? Think about it all the time for yourself also. Will you be a good sponsor? Will you be a good partner? You must become a good sponsor and must become a good partner at the same time. And your sponsor must also make an effort to become a good sponsor, and you must make the effort to become a good partner. The two have to come together to make the counseling work. If the other or one person don't match, the counseling will not work. Because even the husband and the wife, for the marriage to last, they must understand each other and take one step back and try to give and go along together, right? You will not like everything about your husband or about your wife, but you're trying to get along together. That's the same thing with your sponsor and your partner. If you find something that you don't like about your sponsor, don't criticize, blame them, bring them down, but just try to clink in to the parts that you can clink in and get the help that you can get from your sponsor. Because if you just cut it off, it's whose loss? It's your loss. your sponsor is not losing anything. So imagine the sponsor and the partner relationship like a husband and a wife relationship. Imagine also like you go to a restaurant and then you ask for a dish and then the server tripped over and poured everything on you. And then on the other person. And then this person becomes so rude and you know start cursing at the server, and then you're looking at all this and then you feel like, wow, what a rude person. Although the server spilled the juice on you, it doesn't mean that you can actually curse him and make him like feel so bad, right? That's not a good manner. You might think like that, but you don't know his side. Maybe this person who got a juice all over had an interview, job interview, scheduled tomorrow, after right away in 30 minutes. Then he will be devastated, right? So there are situations, people's backgrounds, how they have lived their life is all different. So although your sponsor or your partner might sometimes feel like you don't really understand what is going on there in their heads and they look so crazy, try to understand them, okay? And we are moving over and talking about duplication. Some people might say, do you mean I have to become exactly like you? I have to copy you and become like you 100%? No, it doesn't mean like that. What do you mean by duplication? We mean that duplication reduces mistakes, trial and error, because we are duplicating the methods of success from the leaders who have already walked the same path before us. So we want to go to a path that is paved, not the path that is full of bushes and trees, and we need to cut through everything and make our own path, right? So this is what we mean by duplication. So always remind yourselves, okay, duplicate my sponsor, duplicate a successful leader. Okay, so that's about today's session. And for those leaders who still haven't written down your life scenarios, please go into your um, website, Indian website, or Atomy Malaysian website. You can actually write down your life scenario in Atomy website. I've noticed Mr. Krukabar have done a very awesome job in writing down his life scenario in the website with pictures. Very nice. So please write down your life scenarios because this can encourage not only yourself but your family members in the future and your partners. Now we have achieved, Stamaster Cha have achieved so many things in this life scenario. And this year, finally she is gonna give a present to herself, Mercedes-Benz S-Class. Yeah, this year. Yay! So, Stamaster Cha have started with dubagi. Dubagi in Korean, it means walking. So she has started off with no car, no mobility whatsoever. And she started and became a diamond master and bought an Avanti, her first car, and then after become Star Master, get Mercedes-Benz C-Class, and now after becoming very successful in anatomy, she will this year, end of this year, get S-Class, her dream car. She will ride this car forever, she says. And then not only that, Star Master Cha um, will be is achieving her dreams of doing admin business together with her daughter, which is here, doing all the translations for her. And then Samaster Cha's other dream of playing the instrument. She used to play saxophone, but then she couldn't continue because of admin business. She was working so hard in anime, so this is her payoff, right? She paid off her free time to play her instrument that she used to do. She really used to enjoy, and now, starting from this year, she will start again. Awesome. Yeah. So this kind of dream setting, you can actually check here. She wrote down dates. like what years you want to achieve what. So this is your target. You need to write down like that. But once you write down your target, don't take 10 years and 20 years to achieve your target. That's not going to be so vivid, right? Because it's 20 years later. So write down your dreams and your objectives, and write down your goals in detail, business goals in details also. When are you going to go sales master? When are you going to be an agent? When are you gonna be a Sharon's master, and when are you gonna be a star master? And once you write down this target and your income target, proclaim it to everywhere. Star Master Cha always brought this paper around and talked about her dreams that she will achieve 10,000 USD in 3 years to her partners, and that's why she achieved it. So write it down. Write it down. What do you want to be? Think. This is Ichigo Sharon's master sample. What he wanna be, what he wanna have, what he wanna do. So print it out, post it, and the 8 core. Yay! 8 core. So everybody, I believe you will be doing the 8 core already, because we have already talked about the 8 core during the past sessions. But this 8 core very important. This 8 things are you checking? Oh, I did the reading today. I did product usage. Oh, but I didn't do a seminar. Oh, I shared about the product today. Oh, I attended the meeting today. Yeah, I did counseling with my sponsor today. Like this. So you can write down the 8 core every day, and you can analyze your business by the 8 core. Okay, now this is the attendance list, and some of the leaders are missing out, and some of the leaders are attending every time. Very awesome, nicely job. So keep on doing the good works, and those who are not attending, please usher them to come. And this is the assignments, and promote your work assignment. If you are not doing, if you have done it and if it's not here, please update your sponsor. Okay. I noticed also some of the leaders who have done it, but it's not it. Okay, so please update your sponsors. And since we are doing everything so online now, we cannot check what you're doing if you do not update yourself and promote yourself in the group chats. So please update your assignments in the group chat, so that even after the basic training courses are over, in your own group chats with your partners and with your consumers, you will be able to do together with your partner after the basic training. So thank you everyone for your passionate concentration for long hours this today again, and I hope that you will make the event in your upcoming 1 week. So you will have a story to tell in the last day of Academy Basic Training course. Graduation day. Yay, everyone! Thank you so much for coming. Thank you for listening. Fighting. Thank you so much. Thank you to Star Master Sha for her passionate sharing as always. And yes, I have turned off the PPT slot for Star Master Cha. Okay, awesome. I think Misuk is muted. Okay.
Thank you, Master Cha, for today's wonderful session. Today was so good. So I really hope you have your demo bag that you can bring anywhere, and when whoever you meet, you do demo right away. So after you listen to today's session, is there anybody who want to give your feedback or how you have been doing for last week and those? Okay, so I see there is Rohit
Ah,
Sharma, he has been raising his hand many times during the session, so we really want to hear from him. Okay, you you can unmute yourself. You can unmute yourself, Rohit.
Well, thank you very much for a wonderful session, Somen, and thank you very much, Ma'am Cha. Like it was awesome presentation by you. And India is like we all are trying very hard. And demo, of course, we are doing. Of course, I like that bag of Somen, that like what demo bag, and we'll be buying that demo bag from you also. But I just wanted to conclude one thing. As like India is, we just started 2 months back. So we have our team working very hard. But like everywhere we are facing so many things, but we are trying to solve the situations also together. I just wanted to say amongst my team that thank you very much, Suman, and thank you very much, Ms. Shah, for guiding us. And we will definitely work together and move ahead together. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Diamond Master Rohit. You're encouraging and cooperating word. Thank you. And then next, who will I choose? Okay, let's hear from Belta. Belta's sales master from Malaysia. Belta.
Hello, everyone. I'm Belta from Malaysia. Thank you again to Star Master Cha and Sumin, Sharon Rose Master. It's actually they had never stopped supporting actually me and also Misuk. And again, as what Star Master Cha say, we actually, if you were to do this kind of business, the important thing is actually teamwork. See, so we need each other to grow. So bear in mind, let's say, of course, things happens in your group, misunderstanding or whatsoever. It's better to solve it before it's getting worse. So yes, again, to me, a Tommy business is actually a business that actually can give you financially freedom. So, but again, you need to have teamwork to grow. Yep. So that's what actually what I've learned so far. Whatever you do is actually the words always in my mind is teamwork. You need teamwork to grow. Yep. Thank you.
Thank you, Belta, for your precious feedback. Okay,
Welcome.
let's have one more, last one. If you want to give your feedback or speech, you can raise your hand or you can unmute yourself. The last one who want to give feedback today?
Madam, good evening to all of you. Myself, Wasim. Can I speak?
Okay, Wasim. Oh yes, you raise your hand. Okay, Wasim.
Yes, ma'am. Can I?
We cannot hear you for some reason.
Uh, Ma'am, are you hearing me? Hello?
Oh
Yeah,
yes.
we can hear you.
Hello? Yeah. Yeah, good evening to all of you. The session was wonderful. The training which Star Master Shah and Sumin and ma'am and rest of the superior they are giving every week. One day definitely it will come that where Star Master Shah is teaching right now. One day definitely will come. We will be there and we are teaching our downline, our business partner, same as today Star Master Shah is teaching us. It's a wonderful session, and also I would like to conclude want to add some. Last week I have attended the Atomy Park online tour. Oh my God, it was wonderful. It's a very knowledgeable. and what process they have shown in the relation between Kerry, Colmark, and Atomy. It's a very unbelievable. What Colmark is putting their efforts to grow and to providing the wonderful products that they have shown, and many things that we come to know where nobody can reach up to the mark where Atomy is right now working for us. They are every day, every single minute they're working to provide us the wonderful product and a wonderful platform like Atomy, so that we are here, and that's why we are looking our whole life in Atomy. And here I'm also ready to spend my whole life in Atomy just because of the Atomy system. And also, I one thing I like to express that many leader many in other company, many leaders, suppose they are earning 5 lakhs, 6 lakhs, or 2 lakhs, 3 lakhs, they never concentrate on downline, the person who is belong from right from the bottom. But in I really want to salute Star Master Cha. She ma'am, every week she came, and ma'am teaches us the wonderful things, and they are taking interest us uh, in very short time, in very early phase, that we become sales master. Many people become a sales master just because of the Atomy superior supports and Atomy system, the platform. And definitely I believe, strongly believe in that the Atomy is not the uh, it is not the only company where we can make money. It is the tool, it is a success tool, where when I was going through the Atomy park to online tour, that they have taught us in that park Atomy online park, that Atomy is a success tool. If we use in the right manner, in the right way, then definitely success come to us. That's all. Thank you very much.
끊어졌나 봐.
Hi, Vasim. I think your internet is not good, so maybe you are off. But we heard most of your story, and thank you for your sharing. So as for today's session this week, don't forget to demo. First, we must be Atomy Mania ourselves, then we can make other to Atomy Mania. So that in your backpack, in your bag, don't forget to bring your demo product. Don't just bring like a brochure and your mouse, but you have to actually let them feel. That is very important. Also, we learned about today about how we should counsel and those very useful information. So today was so good, and don't forget that assignment, that if you have not done your assignment, then set up your business goal, also do everyday pack, like a face pack, and take a picture and upload. And those you are doing recruiting, and especially this week, take a picture that you are doing demo, whoever you meet, and upload to the WhatsApp group. So we can encourage each other, and also we can be encouraged by each other. So thank you everyone for coming to today's session. And then I think we are almost done. 이제 여기서 마칠까요, 본부장님?
네, 그리고 이미숙 사장님 항상 그 스피치 할 때 한국인들이 못 알아듣잖아요. 그러면 그 공지를 해주셔야 돼. 옆에 읽으라고.
네.
그렇지. 알아듣지.
네. 오른쪽에 그 채팅룸에 there is Sharon's master Sumin. She is like simultaneously translate in chatting room that what you speak, so that the
한국말로
Korean
해야지.
leaders can
이
understand.
사람아 한국 사람한테 한국말로 해야지. 한국 사람
이
보고
사람
읽으라고.
저기 그리고 오른쪽에 채팅룸에 보시면 저기 수민 국장님께서 그 리더분들이 스피치한 것을 이렇게 옆에다가 써놔 주셔서 감사합니다. 그걸 읽으시면 되겠습니다. Every Atomy session.
Misuk just translated, announced to Koreans in English.
다음 주 한 주 남았으니까 한강 듣고 그 종강식에는 여러분이 나름대로 리더들이 그룹장이 있잖아요. 지금 여기에 그룹장이 국장님들입니다. 그 그룹장이 주로 이제 이주호 국장이 한수민 또 이미숙 그쵸? 응? 그
네.
그룹장이 또 거기에 조장이 있죠. 조장님들하고 미팅을 해서 또 조원이 발표를 할 건지 조장이 발표를 할 건지 자기네들이 2달 동안 했던 일들을 다 줌으로 다 미팅을 하고 미팅을 해서 우리는 이걸 발표하자. 왜냐면 섬김을 해야 돼. 여러분도 제가 섬긴 거예요. 제가 2달 동안 교생을 해서 가르쳤는데 여러분은 듣기만 했으니까 여러분이 들은 것을 가지고 파트너가 한 거를 여기다가 올리면 여러분이 또 여기 있는 분들을 섬기는 일이 되는 거예요. 그래서 각자가 다 자기 사업한 것을 자랑을 할 거를 실제 일어난 일들을 여기서 다 올리세요. 그날은 장기 자랑을 하는 날이니까 그룹대로 조대로 다 해서 발표를 지금부터 이제 준비하고 뭐 발표할 게 별로 없다. 그러면 일주일 동안 열심히 하세요. 발표할 거 나옵니다. 그래서 좋은 그런 우리 종강식 행복한 종강식이 되기를 바랍니다.
다음 주지요. 그러니까
다음 주가 마지막 강의고 그 다음 주에 하니까 2주 동안 준비할 수 있어요. 발표할 거를. 사건을 만들라는 거예요. 일을 한 거를.
So there is announcement from Master Cha. So next Monday will be the 8th session. So next Monday will be the last regarding to the basic training. But the following Monday, so 2 weeks from now, there will be like final practice. So in this session, those each individual group that the group leaders we will discuss, and then each group must have the time present about what they have been doing. So like, oh, we have been doing these things, and you must prepare your presentation like kind of show off, like your talent show that during this session, how you have been doing in atomic activity. And those group, they say like, oh, we have not have much done to present. Then make these 2 weeks, do something to make some event. So then you can actually show that you can show that what you have been doing is not for your own benefit, also for the sake of others. Like Star Master has been serving us for these 8 weeks that she has been preparing Zoom and preparing her lecture. And the last week, so 2 weeks from now, that is our turn to serve each other by showing how we have been actually doing in Atomy. So that is what that each group leader must prepare with your team. So that's you have to prepare from now. Okay, so that is the last announcement, and then we will finish our Zoom with the company motto as we saw. 이주호 국장님, 수민 국장님 will share company motto. After 1, 2, 3, you can unmute yourself, and then everybody unmute. And after 1, 2, 3, loud voice, vivid voice, passionate voice, and then draw vivid dream. 1, 2, 3.
Cherish
Cherish the spirit.
Spirit.
Vision.
Follow
the faith.
Follow the faith. Imitate.
Come on, let's do it.
Let's do it.
Okay, thank you everyone. Coming with let's do it this week. Make something.
우리
Bye-bye.
국장님들 여기 우리 13명인가 묶었었던 그룹방에 사람들 초대했잖아요. 그분들 우리 줌 미팅을 종강식 때문에 해야 됩니다. 줌 제가 열을게요. 들어오세요. 이따 끝나고. 아셨죠?
Thank you. Bye.
바이바이. 바이바이 everyone. 사장님 통역 좀
Bye,
해봐봐.
everyone.
로이 다이아몬드 다음 주 화요일 날 꼭 오라 그래.